Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Goemon, a Japanese action drama from 2009 that is loosely based on the story of Ishikawa Goemon, a legendary outlaw hero who stole from the rich and gave to the poor. The film is a fictional account of Goemon's exploits and his role during the final phase of the Sengoku period, particularly the period leading up to the decisive Battle of Sekigahara. So the year is 1582, and the film opens with our hero Goemon stealing gold during a festival, but he also takes a mysterious box that government officials are attempting to destroy, for reasons unknown to him. The story takes off from there as he is pursued by a shinobi named Saizo. So this was directed by Kazuaki Kiriya, and while reviewing Goemon, you almost have to compare this film with the director's previous film, Kasern, which I just reviewed on my channel a few days ago. And a lot like that film, Goemon has an insane amount of special effects in it. Wikipedia mentions that, quote, like Kiriya's previous film, Kasern, Goemon was filmed on a digital backlot and made use of over 2,500 visual effects, unquote. So you have that commonality there. Then, on top of that, this director has only made 2 feature films in Japan. He actually came out with one, I think in the United States, that I have not seen. So, is Goemon an improvement over Kasern or a step down? Well, I think it's a slight step down, but still an enjoyable ride. So one thing is for certain here. There is a larger number of recognizable faces in Goemon. Now, the lead actor is Yosuke Eguchi, who previously played the cigarette-smoking cop in the Rurouni Kenshin trilogy, and also appeared in some horror and thriller films back in the day, like Silk and Another Heaven. So I really like him in Goemon because he portrays himself as a very likable character. He also shows some range of emotion in this. Takao Osawa is good in this too. Mostly because you're not sure whether he's going to be a good guy or a bad guy. This actor was previously seen in Shield of Straw and Sky High. Now, Ryoko Hirosue is the lead actress. She starred in Wasabi with Jean Reno, as well as Departures and Himitsu. In recent years, she's taken on blander roles, I think, which disappoints me because she's fantastic when she's playing outgoing, sassy characters. In Goemon, she plays a reserved personality, but her performance is good. And you even get some cameo appearances from Arika Toda from the Death Note films and Ariko Sato, so I really liked the cast in this movie. A lot of people you'll probably recognize if you've seen your fair share of Japanese films. So that's good. What about the special effects, though, since they play such a big part of the visual presentation? Well, the visuals are eye-popping. Very creative designs, lots of eye candy in the form of environmental special effects, beautiful set designs. Some of the sets in this are great, and exquisite costumes. However, there are also more cartoonish and distracting moments in this film when compared to Kasern. I think the reason for this is because this film is set in familiar natural environments, whereas Kasern was set in an unfamiliar futuristic world. So the more familiar you are with seeing something, the harder it is for filmmakers to make it look convincing using special effects. That's why facial expressions are like the holy grail of CGI, because we've seen so many people talk to us in real life in our lifetimes that it's incredibly difficult to recreate those little details using, special effects. Now, there are no facial shots in Goemon with CGI. To my knowledge, or to how I remember it, but the use of CGI for familiar natural environments like forests or fields, stuff like that, did take me a little bit out of the film. Some of the scenes have screen backdrops that look good, while other scenes look kind of awkward, and it just looks fake sometimes in this one. And I did mention in my review of Kasern that some of the shots did look artificial, but it just didn't take me out of that film quite as much as it did this one. But still, there are some very cool visuals to enjoy in Goemon. I mean, I love the opening 10 minutes in particular, which include this very opulent dance routine that's really gorgeous to look at. Storyline, more familiar this time around. Not as exotic, but effectively it uses a middle section to build a little bit of drama and anticipation for the finale. The villain is a mustache-twirling lunatic, by the way, so be prepared for that. Action scenes are generally entertaining, despite an overuse of editing in some spots. There's also a few cartoonish human maneuvers of people jumping great distances or leaping, you know what I mean? But I will say that there's a Gatling gun sequence near the end that is especially cool and probably my favorite action scene of the film. And finally, Goemon has a lighter tone than Kasern. There's no war is hell mantra here. It's got that basic storyline, and it's especially true near the beginning. It's definitely lighter near the beginning. There's some comedy, but it does take itself seriously overall, especially during the second half. So, yes, I did moderately enjoy Goemon, and recommend it if it intrigues you. If you've seen, I would say watch Kasern first. I think it's the superior of the two films. But if you like that one, check this one out. You get some similar stuff here. And it's widely available on DVD and Blu-ray for you. So, as always, I will see you next time.